Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sarah with Texas Title Girl, and on this channel I help title reps just like yourself who are looking to increase your open order count, strengthen agent relationships, and build a really strong book of business. And today we're going to be actually talking about, should you hire a title rep coach, and when should you start looking for one? How do you know it's time, and what are some of the things you should look for in a coach? So I'm going to be covering all that and more in this video. Let's get into it. I've been doing this for about 6 years, and I found at the very beginning of my career that had I not hired a coach, I probably wouldn't be making this video that you're watching right now. I had a couple of people help me get started along the way who were coaches in and of themselves, but there was one particular coach that I found on YouTube, just like the video that I'm making now. I was watching him make his videos. His name is Wade Vandermolen with DC Title Guy, and it's because I found his videos that I really was able to move forward in my career. That and a few other people along the way who helped me. And so I credit him a lot with helping me, and he makes great content. In fact, we're very good friends to this day. We talk a lot. And I'm going to today talk a little bit about how should you know when to hire a title coach, and maybe what are some of the things you should look for. So the first thing I want to talk about is maybe that you have plateaued. So this is maybe not for the rep who is just starting out in the business, but maybe a rep who's been in the business for a couple of years, maybe even several years, and they're looking around and their orders are steady, but you know you could be making more, and you know you could be opening more orders or bringing in more contracts. And a rep like that is probably going to need to hire a coach because they need someone who can just give them a little push and a little nudge. Those are the kind of people who maybe know what they should be doing, but they just need some accountability. It's not because they can't produce, they can't prospect, they know how to, they just need somebody to kind of be in their corner, pushing them along the way. So that might be a sign if you're along in years with your career that you might need to hire a coach. The second person, or the second sign, if you will, of maybe needing to hire a coach, or a person who might be looking for a coach, is someone who is brand new and they're just stuck. They got this job maybe with no background or prior experience in this industry, and now a manager or the company itself has said, hey, go out and bring in business. And the rep's looking around like, okay, but how? So that person has got to hire a coach. And let me tell you why. If they don't, they are likely going to spin their wheels for months and months, maybe even years. And when they could be opening 10, 15, 20, 30, 70 orders a month, depending on what market you're in, of course, they're probably just going to be bringing in the bare minimum. And at that, feeling so discouraged by the fact that they can't bring in more. When really, if they had a system, they had a business plan, they had some scripts, they could wake up every day knowing who they should be talking to and what they should be saying when they're speaking to these people. That kind of person, if you're brand new to the business, should invest in coaching. It would make a huge difference in the trajectory of their business. I already talked about the rep who's been in the business but is kind of flatlined and plateaued. They might need a coach. We've also talked about the brand new rep who just got into the business and is spinning their wheels saying, I have no idea what I should be doing. Both of those people would benefit from coaching. The third sign that you should hire a coach, or the third type of rep who should probably hire a coach, is one who is just not really sure that they know what moves the needle. They do okay maybe because they've built a great relationship base referral system, and so they're able to bring in business that way. They lean heavily on their ability to forge relationships and strengthen relationships with agents. But outside of that, they have a hard time prospecting, and they're not really sure what will actually get more orders through the door outside of maybe some of the relationships they've built. So that would be somebody who also wants to reach out and get training, because they're saying, well, what else is there besides what I'm already doing? Again, a fresh set of eyes. A coach could take a look at your business, if you will, and audit it and say, here's what you're doing really well, keep doing that. Here's what you maybe need to work on a little bit, and let's do that together. And the fourth and final person who should hire a rep, or the fourth sign that you might need to hire a coach, would be somebody who's ready to invest in themselves. So if you're ready to invest in your future and in your business, then you should hire a coach. Why? Again, because of all the reasons I stated. A coach is going to look at some of the blind spots in your business and your performance and your scripts and your systems and say, I can help you close that gap a little bit and decrease those pain points and get you to the next level. The coach will help you figure out what some of those gaps are, some of those blind spots and some of those pain points, and get you to that next level a lot quicker. But you have to be ready to invest in yourself, and you have to be willing to spend the money, because coaching isn't free and it's not a magic pill. So when your coach gives you homework and asks you to stretch yourself and push yourself, you have to be willing to do those things in order to see the results. I talk to title reps all over the country and help them increase their open order count. I'd love to be able to help you, so feel free to reach out to me. You can send me a DM on Instagram. My username is Texas Title Girl, all one word. Of course, you can leave a comment in this video below, or you can find me on my blog at texastitlegirl.com. I post new videos every week for title reps just like yourself who are looking to increase their open order count, so I'd love to help you. Don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.